Hello, it's Amy from Be Healthy Enough, and are you ready for a walk and learn? This is a 30-minute one, and it's a 2x1, and we're going to be working on our balance because balance is so important. So we will be walking for 2 minutes, and then for 1 minute, you're going to stop and work on your balance. If you want to just keep walking slow, you can do that too, but I'd really like you to play and focus on your balance. All right, you don't need anything. What you do need to do is make sure you put your phone or however you're watching me in your pocket, one earbud in if you're on a treadmill or an elliptical bike or wherever you're just walking in place. Safety always first. Take a deep breath. You might need some water if you need some. I will be just sipping some water. Otherwise, let's get started. I'm going to get this beautiful scene on my computer so you don't watch me. Let's make it full screen. There you go. This looks like, let's warm up. The timer is going to start right now. There we go. This looks like the hike I did with my two nieces on Catalina Island, which is an island off the coast of Los Angeles, Dana Point area. And it was steep like this, probably even steeper at some points, with just a little narrow trail where we had to walk single file at some points. But it kind of reminded me of a good time to talk about balance. And today what I'm going to talk about are the 7 things that can affect your balance over 50. We're just warming up, all right? So again, just let's take some time to warm up before I get into my talk. All right, my podcast, sharing what I'm learning. Let's do this. Let's take a deep breath in. This is the time that you get in touch with your body, adjusting anything you need to, your socks or your shoelaces, your pants, your shirt or jacket, whatever you need to adjust to make sure you have a good walk and you can focus on your walking with good form, heel to toe, feet going straight, not curved in or curved out. You're walking from heel to toe, not just on your toes, not just on your heels, and trying to walk flat, not on the inside of your foot or the outside of your foot. That can cause some problems with your knees, your hip, even all the way up to your neck because it's all connected. 30 more seconds of a warm up and we're going to do a walk. We'll go fast. This first one will probably go a little slow, but I'll let you go fast on the walking part. All right, let's see. Let's just bring our shoulders up and down. Take a pause if you need to stretch anything out, or if you are on my app and you need a little bit more warm up, stop this and do my pre-walk warm up. It's on the app. Just search for pre-walk warm up. All right, let's start walking fast as I talk about the 7 things that may affect your balance. And before I say it, keep an eye on the time if you're walking out and back, because I always forget to tell you when 15 minutes are up. All right, let's walk fast, and then we will do some balance for 30 seconds on each leg. Remember when you were a toddler learning to walk? You probably don't remember that, but remember when you saw a toddler learning to walk for the first time? It was really quite a process of falling down, then getting back up, gaining their balance, and then they finally got it, okay? And once they had it and they could balance their bodies, watch out, they were on the move. I remember my nieces and nephews crawling around, and as soon as they were able to wander around, it was, we better put this up, we better put that up. Anyway, the importance of balance really doesn't change as we get older. It's still just, if not more important. Better body balance makes it easier to do the things that we love to do. It helps us prevent a fall or injury. But it can be impacted by many things. Today, what we're going to do is work on our balance, and we're going to see maybe if we've got some wiggles and wobbles that we need to keep working on it if our balance is bad. But sometimes strengthening the muscles and doing these balance exercises may not be enough. It may be some things that you need to go get extra help on. Okay, you're walking fast for 30 more seconds. I'm going to take a sip of water. Oh, good. Heel toe, abs pulled in. I forgot to do my posture lecture. Make sure your shoulders are back and down, abs slightly engaged. Deep breath for 10 more seconds. Keep going. Push off with your glutes. Pump those arms. Pump, pump, pump. Excellent. All right. Now find, if you don't have good balance, you know it, find something to hold on to or just lift one foot off the ground and see. Just keeping the toe on the ground, just the other toe. Just get yourself into a spot where it is, you're balancing your body on one foot. And if it's not wiggling, if it's super easy for you, then I want you to move your arms around a little bit. Find a spot in space and stare at that, and let's switch to the other leg. Balance and balance. Just checking it out now. Hopefully you're not with a big group of, hopefully you're with a big group of people and you stop, but make sure you're out of the way so people don't run into you. Holding on, the idea is to see if one foot's balanced more than the other. There could be a signal that something's different, something's not different, something that you need to address. All right, let's walk fast, and I'll talk about the first one or two things that can be affecting your balance. The first one, walk fast, heel to toe, is something can be going on with your inner ear. I have a whole article on balance disorders from the National Institute of Health, and I'll make sure I leave that link in the description below. But there are a bunch of things I found. One's called vertigo. I know several people who get vertigo. It's something wrong with your inner ear. They talk about there's these crystals that build up in your inner ear and it throws off your balance. It can be very, very debilitating, causing nausea. You've caused like spinning effects. And it's hard to get rid of. One woman I know, I think Jackie did this, where you got in one of those astronaut chairs and they sort of it was very nauseating. They spun you around and did all these crazy things that they do with astronauts to get those crystals to either dislodge or come out or do something. But it can help. There's another disorder, it's called labyrinthitis, and that's an inflammation in the inner part of the ear. In the labyrinth of your ear. It can cause things like vertigo feelings, the spinning feelings, hearing loss, and some other symptoms. And there's another one called Meniere's disease that can also cause dizziness, hearing loss, the tinnitus, that ringing in your ear that some people get, and a feeling of fullness or congestion in your ear. My nose is a little stuffy today, and even a cold and some other things can disrupt your balance. Anything that's going on with your inner ear can disrupt your balance. And if you've got some things like that, if you feel dizzy or a spinning sensation, here we go. We're going to do a balance. And this time what you're going to do is you're going to walk heel to toe, just like you did in elementary school, like you're on a tightrope. Just walk heel to toe, all right? If you have a curb nearby, get on the curb and walk. Just make sure you don't fall off. Take a deep breath in, keep your posture nice. Go nice and slow, but it's a good chance to just practice that balance. Stop right now. That's at 30 seconds. And then I want you to lift up one foot. We're just going to do that for 15 seconds. Bring your arms up and out to the side, just making it more difficult. If just on one foot is difficult enough, you stay there. Now switch to the other foot. And if it's easy, move those arms around. Get your body out of balance so your body gets used to fighting itself to correct the balance. That's when you're building up all those balance muscles. All right, let's walk fast as I just finish up any symptoms that you might have that is an inner ear problem. I talked about dizziness, feeling of falling, that you're gonna fall, or you're staggering when you walk, or you get lightheaded or feel faint. That could be something too, or a floating sensation. So if you're feeling any of these, I really, really recommend that you go talk to your doctor. All right, the second thing that can affect your balance other than your balance muscles is your vision has changed. That makes total sense to me. If you can't focus on things around you, especially when you're moving, it can throw you off a bit. Poor vision may be the cause of cause you to misjudge distance when reaching or grasping for an object or something, which can lead to a fall. Like if you're going to grab yourself on some stairs or somewhere. If you have balance issues and are noticing signs of your vision going, like not being able to read road signs that you used to, or getting a headache from reading, consider going to your doctor for an eye exam, all right? Now you're walking fast, heel to toe. Don't worry about the balance right now. Pumping your arms, shoulders back and down. We've got about 45 more seconds of that, and we'll do another balance exercise. Taking a deep breath in, squeeze those glutes, make the most of this, pump those arms. I'm going to take a quick sip while you're walking fast. Keep going. Oh, that gave me a little tickle. I'm going to take another sip. Keep going. I have to be honest, I have a little cup of coffee here too, and I'm coming down to the end. And I've got my water. 10 more seconds walking fast. And 5. Push, push, push. 3, 2, and balance. This time we're just going to do balance. So lifting up one foot. Good. And hold that one foot up there. Hold, hold, hold. And then switch to the other. Hold, hold, hold. Focus. Really concentrate on those balance muscles working. It's good practice to get into. Just get your body better able to be balanced. All right, now what I want you to do, but be very, very careful, is I want you to stop wherever you're at if you're doing balance exercises with me, which I hope you are, and I just want you to turn in a circle, nice and slow. Just do a 360 circle. I want you to get practicing that and seeing if that throws your balance off. It could be an indication that something's wrong. Now I want you to walk, just circle in the opposite direction. That's it. Just see what you noticed. All right, here we go, walking fast. The third thing that could be affecting your balance is you might have diabetes. For me, I think high blood sugar when I think of diabetes, but diabetes can also cause low blood sugar if you're not watching your nutrition, or you're just dialing in your medications. If you're starting some blood sugar medications, it can throw your blood sugar way down, so you get dizzy. With diabetes comes the potential for a peripheral neuropathy, and that is defined as damage in the peripheral nerves. And your peripheral nerves are the ones that travel to your arms and legs. And when these nerves are damaged, they don't function properly. And people with this this disease, I think they call it peripheral, they call it a disease, I think. They have decreased sensation in their toes and their fingers. And sometimes these develop into not being able to move their body parts. And of course, all of that can cause balance issues. Just imagine, this happened to me the other day. I was sitting funny in my chair and I got up and one leg was completely asleep. My foot was numb. And so imagine having your foot numb and trying to walk on it. That can definitely cause some balance issues. If you've already been diagnosed with diabetes, do what your doctor says, all right? If you're not, and you're experiencing dizziness, consult your doctor. Prevent getting diabetes by cutting back on processed sugars and refined carbs. And those are the things that get into your bloodstream very quickly and spike up that blood sugar. That triggers your pancreas to release a hormone called insulin that unlocks the cells so that blood sugar can get into your body to be used. Too much? Hold on. We're going to do a balance. Okay. This time I want you to turn to your side and you're going to do a side step. Side step with, let's say, your left leg. Just stepping side to side. Making sure, I'm just challenging your balance just a little bit. Stepping side to side is a good way to work on the muscles in the side of the leg. Be careful if you're on an unstable surface. I'd rather you just walk or hold a balanced posture. Just step side to side. Now I want you to turn and start with the other leg. See if you can go walking sideways for 30 seconds and see how that affects your balance. And if there's anything you think you might need to work on, this should be fairly easy. If it's not, especially for where you're at, just do a balanced posture, picking up that other foot. And I'll finish up with the diabetes and we'll talk about the fourth obstacle. Here we go. Now we're about 14 minutes out. I'm probably going to forget to tell you in 1 minute to turn around so you can go out and back. But we're walking fast now. Heel, toe, heel, toe. And so what happens is your body, if you give too much, there's too much blood sugar, it's asking for too much insulin, your pancreas could wear out, or you can come into a situation called insulin resistance, that your body's sending insulin to those cells, but they're not opening up and taking in the blood sugar, and that high blood sugar in your body can cause all sorts of problems. Kidney disease, that peripheral neuropathy that I talked about, blindness, numbness in all of your body. It's just not a good thing. So you've got to make sure that the carbs that you're eating that are whole carbs that take your body a little bit longer to digest, that don't flood your bloodstream with sugar, glucose that it can't handle, all right? So make sure you're keeping an eye on that, getting your blood sugar tested very often, and some other things that you could try are testing your blood sugar on your own with a little tool. I do this every once in a while because I have the opposite. I've got hypoglycemia. So if I let my blood sugar get too low, I get shaky. Or if I eat too much, my blood sugar drops really rapidly and I get shaky, sweats and all that sort of stuff. Let's see. And there's also some other things that I am going to experiment with one of these days. It's a continuous glucose monitor. I need to get better at that because diabetes does run in my family. My dad suffers with it. He controls it with his diet, which is the best way. And then my nephew's got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, which is what you get if you're younger, and that truly is a disease. Type 2 diabetes is something that's very controllable. All right, 15 more, actually just 10 more seconds of walking fast. We're going to do another posture move. Keep going. We are more than 15, so hopefully you turned around. Good. Let's go back to standing on one foot. Holding that up there. Hold on. Just balance for 30 seconds. Hold on. I'm not talking much. I want you to concentrate. And then switch now to the other foot, 30 more seconds. Focus on one spot in space. If it's easy, move your arms and your legs around. Ten more seconds. Hold on. Focus. Embrace those wiggles. All right, shake it off and let's get back to walking. If you want, in this walk, this is a 2-minute walk interval, you could do a light jog if that is okay for you to get the heart rate going. We're more than halfway done. Your body should be nice and warm up, and this impact that you get from a jog is just a little bit better for your bones, sends out a signal, that impact does, for the bones to wake up and start doing some bone building, which they forget to do when we get older. Keep going. The next thing is your house is an obstacle course. Oh my God. Why is it that we don't have a dog anymore, but why is it cats, animals, our pets? You go upstairs and they conspire to trip you. Falls at home account for nearly 9 million visits to the emergency room each year and are one of the leading causes of unintentional injuries in the U.S., according to the National Safety Council. A retirement home in Florida changed out their shag carpet, just that shag carpet that was a little bit unstable, and they saw a dramatic drop in hospital visits due to falling. Make sure you're looking for anything in your home that can be conspiring to trip you. An area rug, we have one that bunches up, drives me crazy. I even bought this little pad that goes underneath, but for some reason it just bunches up and it's conspiring to trip me. And that's a problem because it's not if, but when we trip, that we've got to catch ourselves. So clutter around the house. If you work out in your weight room, pick up those weights when you're done, put them in their little rack or off in the corner so you don't trip on them. And as I said earlier, pets, oh, terrible pets can be. All right, walking heel to toe again. All right, heel to toe, one foot in front of the other. Walk for 30 seconds, and I'm going to have you hold that heel to toe pose. Keep walking heel to toe. Keeping the arms out helps. We're on number 5 now. We're coming up on number 5. We got 3 more. We got about 10 minutes left. Deep breath in. Oh, I missed it. Now I want you to keep your left foot in front of your right foot, heel touching toe, and hold. Just a different balance position. And then switch right foot in front, left foot in back, and hold that balance. All right, let's do only 2 minutes fast. I think we've just got 3 more fasts. We got 3 more fasts, okay? Pump those arms, check in. How you feeling? How are the knees doing? You need to take a little stretch break. Honor your body, listen to your body. Take a stretch break. If you're feeling good, make the most out of this last 10 minutes, 9 minutes only. Pump those arms, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those buns, shoulders back and down. Jogging if you want. All right, the next one is your meds could be making you dizzy. Dizziness, lightheadedness can be a side effect of certain medication, especially blood pressure. If you're dialing in your blood pressure, this happened to my poor mom, is that her blood pressure was low, but she went ahead and took her blood pressure medicine and it made it even lower, and it caused her to feel dizzy. Sometimes if you stand up too quickly, if you're on blood pressure medicine, your body can adjust, and that can happen, and that'll make you dizzy because your body's like, oh wait, I can't get my blood pressure high enough and adjust from sitting to standing. So that can definitely happen. So make sure you've got a blood pressure cuff if you're on blood pressure medicine, and you measure your blood pressure before you take that medicine, or talk to your doctor about anything that could be causing, if you're feeling dizzy, take a look at the correlation between your medicine and that dizziness. And if you do have blood pressure problems, do you have a cuff? I hope you do. My husband doesn't have it any now. He's been able to control it and get it down through weight loss and cutting back on his alcohol and his processed sugars and carbs, which helped him lose weight. All of that did, which in turn helped with the blood pressure. So he is not on any blood pressure medicine. All right, we're going to do a balance. This time we're just going to come up on our toes. Come up on your toes and down. If you want to just keep walking slow, you can. Come up on your toes and down. Come up on your toes and down. Just kind of working on muscle strength in your feet and in your calves, which is important. I think it's the last one that I talk about. And come up and down. We're doing this for a whole minute. Up and down, holding it up if you can. Then down, up and down. And down. Good job. And down. Can you come up? Can you hold for the last 10 seconds? Hold, tippy toes, tippy toes. It's okay, go back and forth if you lose your balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's walk, 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 walk. Or you're jogging a little bit, pumping your arms, shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, heel to toe. Checking in with that form, making sure the foot is flat, not walking on the inside versus the outside. Knees go right over your toes. A slight tuck with your abs just to protect your low back. The 6th thing that could be causing your poor balance is you're sleep deprived. If you're sleepy or groggy, you're not as quick to respond to the stimuli around you, which could cause you to trip up, okay? Sleep is so important. I talk about sleep in weight loss. I talk about sleep in just mental well-being. I so get sleep. My sleep since I hit menopause. I did go on hormone replacement, but I had to go off for my breast cancer. And even when I was on hormone replacement, it was still not great. As we get older, sleep becomes a problem. I am reading a book. I talked about this in my last Walk and Learn. It's called Saying Good Night to Insomnia. It's actually really good. It talks about strategies to get off sleep meds because they're not good for you, and retrain your body to go back to sleep. When we were younger, I think we were much better. Because when we're sleeping, our normal cycle is to wake and go back to sleep, wake and go back to sleep, wake and go back to sleep. But a lot of times that wake, what happens is our mind kicks in too quickly when we get older. All those things that we have on our mind, all those worries. Why is it that we worry about the strangest things in the middle of the night? But we wake up more and we can't get back to sleep. So it's cognitive behavioral therapy to train ourselves how to get back to sleep more easily. It's really fascinating. I'll leave the link to that. All right, here we go with balance. What am I going to do with you to this balance? Let's just balance on one foot. See how you're doing. This is our last one. All right, just as we talk about our last one, how am I going to do this? I think in the link below, you could test yourself to see how you're doing. I don't want you to do this out on a walk. I want you to do this where you can hold on to something, but I'll tell you about it now, and I'll leave the steps to do it later. You're going to stand on a firm surface with good shoes on, and don't hold on to anything, but make sure that you're close to a chair or a wall so you don't fall. And then you're going to start a stopwatch and press start. And then you're going to raise up one foot, and then you're going to close your eyes. Now start walking. I'll leave these instructions in the notes below, but you're going to raise up one foot, start that stopwatch, raise up one foot, and then you're going to close your eyes. And as soon as you start to stumble, you're going to press stop. It's really hard closing your eyes, lifting up one foot. As a baseline for comparison, people age 60 and younger should be able to hold that pose with one foot up, eyes open for 30 seconds, and 15 seconds with their eyes closed. If you're over 60, you should be able to hold that pose, one foot up, then the other, for 20 seconds with your eyes open, and 10 seconds with your eyes closed. That 10 seconds, eyes closed over 60. I can do it now, but I've been practicing it. I'm 60 right now. But that's the hard one. But that's something you can attain to and see how you're doing, and see where you need to work on improving your balance, because it is so important. I hope you heard that walking fast and jog. I got to talking a little bit. This is our last one. Last 50 seconds of walking fast. We're going to do a 2-minute cool down after this one. What do you do if you notice that when you walk heel to toe, or you can't hold your foot up and close your eyes? You need to get more better. That is not real good English. That's not good English, Amy. You need to get better at your balance. So try standing, keep practice every day. Practice one foot, then the other. When you're brushing your teeth, it has a 30-second timer. Hold one foot up for 30 seconds and then the other. When that gets super easy, you've got to make it harder. So try standing on an unstable surface. They have these wobble cushions, or you can just stand on a pillow or a towel, something more unstable. Okay, hold down. And we're cooling down. Good job. Take a deep breath in. Bring one foot back and stretch the back calf. Good. If you are a member and you're listening to this, I have many balance workouts. You can also work on your balance when you are doing your strength workouts, which is important to keep the whole body strong so that you can catch yourself, not if, but when you trip. And you can do this if you're doing bicep curls, standing on one foot. You're doing deadlifts, do a single leg deadlifts, working on your core muscles. I have a really detailed balance step test where I take you through a series of balance postures. Bring that other foot back, stretch the other calf, and then I don't know how many balance workouts that I have. And I do offer a 7-day free trial if you are not a member. All right, now let's bring one foot forward, heel on the ground, and then sink down with a straight leg to stretch out the back of your leg or your hamstrings. And remember that a strong core equals a strong body, okay? So make sure you're working on your core muscles at least 1 to 2 times a week. Now bring the other foot back, stretch out at the other back of the leg. Deep breath in and out. How do you feel? Oh, all right. Now reach up, arms all the way up, side to side, taking a deep breath in. Bring those shoulders forward. Oh, if you were using good posture, your shoulders might be too tight. Make sure you do my after walk stretch if you're feeling tight. Open up your chest. Take one more big deep breath in and out. And you are done. I hope you enjoyed working on your balance and getting a walk with me. But if you're a woman over 50, walking and balance work is not enough. You must be doing strength training. It is the secret to longevity. It is the key to staying independent as long as we possibly can. And it is also the key to being healthy enough to do all those things you love to do. Not sure how to start strength training? I can help. It is my passion. So many women run screaming from it, but you've got to be able to do it safely and for us women over 50. So I would love for you to try my free basic full body strength workout for us women over 50. All you have to do is find that link below, click on that, send me your email, and I'll send it right to your inbox. Okay, have a great day. Make sure if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share any comments you have on what you liked about the balance or if you could do the balance. And then also don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.